Starburns Audio.
Thank you for listening to the Starburns Audio Podcast Network. We have so many great comedy shows to add to your playlist. Just last week on Starburns Audio, on the Season 2 premiere of Humans Who Make Games, Adam Conover talks to comedian Ron Funches and Jean Goudon, creative director of the Assassin's Creed series. On Boogie Monster, Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone share a perfect recipe for the quarantined cook. This week on Profiles and Eccentricity, they cover the history of the Coruscant Unity cult, folks for whom a flat earth is ridiculous because they believe it's really a concave shell. Search Starburns Audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any podcast platform for our full list of shows, featuring hosts like Joe Coy, Amanda Seales, Jessica Chobot, and Jackie Johnson. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Starburns Audio. Enjoy the show. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep laughing.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Benders, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits the funny hits and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey Townies, welcome to a Friday episode of Dumb People Town. Population you. Population Sharpe. Julius Sharpe, a.k.a. Goldie, a.k.a. our collaborator on the Dumb People Town animated show that is currently right now sitting at YouTube with the hope that we get to make that and you guys get to see it. Goldie, thank you for being here.
It's an honor. I understand that our show is currently in a vault. It's behind a bunch of lasers. There is an encrypted combination that
they're protecting it. Is that what you're saying?
That and the recipe to New Coke, I believe.
Yeah,
all those things.
Or have you seen Orange Vanilla Coke? An ad for that?
Yeah.
In the South.
No.
And have you tried it?
No. Is it good?
It sounds like the official drink of Dumb People Town.
Right. I would definitely try it.
Like I'm surprised that like Dumb People Town doesn't have like Pepsi flavored Coke. You know what I mean? Like, if you can do any Coke, like, that's the tattoo of your face on your face.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
What's amazing is the four of us, and for our listeners, have been for the past several months just...
Almost a year.
Yeah, almost a year, but, like, really intensely for the past, since, like, I would say the early fall, intensely kind of mulling over the dumbness of this world.
Can I just say, like, I feel like I've gotten too close to it and I've become stupider.
It's like it's seeped into your brain.
Yeah, by hearing about this stuff, then it's like now the first voice in my brain, like it's pushing away
Just
the
do
things
it.
that are like, save for retirement. It's like, no.
Wow. Let's buy a jet ski now. Are you happier as a result? Do you think you're happier?
Well, you did sort of coin the phrase, which is the question of our times, which is at the core of our TV show, which is it better to be
smart and right and miserable, or dumb and happy?
No, I'm in the narrowest narrows of the Venn diagram between stupid and miserable. Somehow it's just like 0.0001% of the population will experience this side effect.
You don't want to be dumb and self-aware.
You can't even enjoy it. Well, you have got an amazing book, which we will get into after we take a little break in a bit after we sort of get going on this story, but an amazing
The new book is out, and you guys can get on it. It's called So You're Going Bald, and it's hilarious. We'll talk about it.
You may be bald. You might have a close friend or spouse that is bald.
Or you might just enjoy laughing at a hilarious book. This thing is fantastic. We'll get into a little bit about it after the break. But Dan, you have a story.
We have a story, and Goldie's here, so let's just jump in.
Ready? This was sent in by Milo at Milogan. Milogan? I don't know. At
It's
MIL.
Milogan.
Yeah. A Canadian burglar.
That idiot! Shit, I jumped the gun.
Your way in.
I really wanted to be the first to say something.
You got it.
A Canadian burglar made himself at home Which sounds like the nicest thing.
Canadian burglar.
Yes.
Ooh, sorry. Sorry, I'm going in.
So they apologize the whole time
Yeah,
while they're
so
doing
sorry,
it.
I'm
Sorry about
breaking
the
into your
window.
door.
Sorry about the window.
I thought it was my cottage.
All right, if I come in, I'll take that as a maybe.
So sorry.
So sorry. After breaking into a ranch in Kamloops, is that how you say it? Does anybody know?
Kamloops.
Never.
Wasn't that a
Kamloops?
song by Cantaloupe?
Yeah.
No.
That was cantaloupe.
Kamloops, Christopher Hiscock got comfortable.
boy.
I know. We could or we couldn't.
He is
We could go to
actually
Hacktown.
He's actually a eunuch. People don't know.
Oh,
that.
really? Yeah.
Well, Norm Hiscock, if I'm correct, was one of the executive producers of Kids in the Hall. Am I wrong? Am I
Really?
wrong to say
Yeah,
it,
I
writer?
think so.
You
Maybe
can be
Chris is-
very successful with cock in your
Yes.
name.
Yeah.
right.
Or owning one.
I'm talking about Canadian successful people. This guy,
Norm
Chris
Hiscock-
Hiscock,
Chris Hiscock, following in the footsteps of
of the
Norm
many
Hiscock.
successful Hiscocks of Canada.
Christopher Hiscock got comfortable. If you put a comma in the wrong place there, you could have a totally different sentence.
Well, he took his cock out.
Right. He fed the cats.
Are you saying a comma after Christopher?
Yeah.
Christopher.
His cock got
got
comfortable.
There we go.
He fed the cats, started the fireplace, cooked a meal, and did laundry and wrote in the homeowner's diary.
Just stay home. Just stay home and do that. Like,
It's
don't
like a
go
restaurant where you cook your own food.
Yeah, you're
Why
doing-
am I here?
doing chores. I'm gonna break in and just start doing chores while my own place is filthy.
Dan, you
Make your life
You
better.
talk about going to places and doing things. Like I ran into a Ralph's supermarket and just to get one thing, and all the lines were really big. And I went over to the area where you have to like check yourself out.
Almost like a self-checkout.
Yes, it is a self-checkout. And
Actually,
Dan,
a self-checkout.
I think that's what it's called. And I literally was getting angrier by the minute that the store is making me do that.
Really?
Yes.
I've gone one step further when then I'm angry at my own incompetence in
I
operating
can't do
the
it.
machine.
I'm too dumb to do
Yeah.
it. But at the same time, I'm like, really? You're going to make us do your
Well,
everything
the other
for
thing
you?
is, as you do that, they're always like, take the thing and put it in the bag. Like they
Right.
want you to put it in
Place
their
the item in the bag.
their bag.
Place
so
the
what
item
if,
in
well,
the
what
bag.
if you've brought a bag? And I'm like, I'm going to put it in. Nope, you got to place it in their bag.
Then take it out of their bag and
No.
put it in your
Where?
bag.
Is that real?
Yes. They
See, where I
freak
go,
out.
there's just a weight system. By
I
that,
don't
they
like
mean
it.
put it where the bag goes because it's all weighted.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't want it.
Then
Said
they're
a-
like, you
said a
got to
man.
fill out a W-9 form. You
not
let them know
work
how many
here.
hours you worked here, and then tell them what your spouse made. I mean, it's like, just do it for me. That's why I'm here.
I was a bagger for a few summers. And
Me too.
I can't watch bagging without getting aggravated because of the Tetris of it. Like when they
Yes.
do it wrong,
Yes.
I get infuriated.
I'm like that. I'm like, you're not going to want to grab that first. Look at what's coming down the belt.
Yeah.
Do not grab that.
yeah.
Look
Know
at what's coming.
down the belt.
Like milk is that really long piece
Uh-huh.
that, it's like the milk slides in, you get 4 rows.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
Dan, you just said a phrase that tells me you are going to be the best dad that's going to annoy your kids ever.
Look what's coming down the belt.
You don't want to grab that first. The way you phrase that, you don't want to grab that first.
Look what's coming down the belt.
It's like you're not solving it fully for them. They have to solve it themselves.
Right.
You're giving them the tools to realize that they fucked up, but you're not outright saying, "Here, put that in first."
You watching them pack a trunk. I don't know if I'd put that
That's
there.
the wrong
Look
way
what
to put
else we
that.
got to put in.
That's enough to have a kid right now. You can parent with just that.
Just that phrase, Nan, and that ability to not
Right.
solve it completely, but give it to the kid.
Hey,
to
you know
solve
what?
as
Just saying it alady puts me ahead of my own father.
There you go.
Because we're in the same place.
You win. Oh yeah, you win.
Just your children hearing your voice puts you ahead of your own father.
But I love Goldie hit the nail on the head here. It's all about why break in. It's like one of those going on vacation to do yard work.
Right.
Or like one of my favorite restaurants in LA, and they're all over the world, I think is Gayukaku, where they bring you the meat. They bring you the meat and you just cook it right there.
And do a guy his
Kaku.
Yeah.
Have you been to a Gayukaku?
No.
Oh my God.
It's like
phenomenal.
a shabu, right? You cook it on the
There's
table.
like a grill in front of you, and they bring you all the stuff, and,
And
you
you
just
cook
load
it.
up. And
Yeah.
it's like $40. You can do all you can eat,
and then you
it just
clean
doesn't
it, and then
stop.
you bust the tables, and
Yeah,
then you're
it's-
marrying
There
ketchups
is
at the
that
end.
point where I'm like, why am I doing all this? And why is it more expensive?
That's what's the name of the place?
Gayukaku.
Which in what
Japanese?
language?
Come on, I know. Yeah,
Is
yes,
it
Japanese
Japanese?
barbecue.
It's either Korean or Japanese.
It's Japanese barbecue.
In
I believe.
Japanese,
I believe.
In Japanese, it means, why am I doing all this?
Yeah.
Literally, what am I doing here?
If they're gonna cultural appropriate us, make them do it.
So he fed the cats. He
fed the
started
cats.
a fire.
Yep.
He cooked a meal.
Did laundry.
Did his
or
laundry
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
How could it be his?
Maybe it's a little. Maybe he threw his in.
Well, he could have changed into like their robe while he took off his own clothes and then washed them.
That's
laundry.
probably what it is.
I mean, that's the best thing about going to a hotel is living the robe life.
Oh, I live it at home.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I have
robe
a-
life at
I have a
home?
ro-
I
Oh
never.
my God.
Did you see Gaffigan's bit about that?
No.
You put on the robe at a hotel and you completely block out the fact that this was on another naked man's body.
Yeah.
Like
They wash
hours
it.
before.
They wash
Hours.
it.
Whether they wash it or not.
You tell me if you put that robe back on the hook, tie the little thing that they don't look at and go, it's good.
You got to tie it right.
The glasses are cleaned with Windex. Like that's the big thing. Is don't use those glasses.
Don't
Stop,
ever.
Goldie,
Don't ever.
I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's always the great way after you just jarred someone's life, but I'm sure it's fine.
But go ahead.
You're in a
it's fine.
gross sperm robe drinking Windex. You know, just
Fine.
Hashtag hotel life.
Do you get up super early?
Well, my kids, two, who's going to be 3-year-old, wakes me up at generally somewhere between 3 a.m. and 7.
Okay, and you don't want your
CJ.
day to start until 7:30?
I don't want my day to start.
Period.
I'm just saying that's probably when your robe life. I'm not up before I need
Yeah.
to start my
No,
day.
no.
Yeah.
So
So
I-
you don't need one.
No.
Right.
You don't need a robe. Robe life will come as the. You're gonna want that robe
as
because look
glorified by
what's
Tony
coming
Soprano.
down. Look what's coming
Look
down
what's
the
coming
belt.
down the belt.
Look what's coming down the belt. man.
Okay. Did laundry,
The
and
belt
then
of your
our
life.
favorite part. There's always something that gets it in up people's town.
Always.
Wrote in the homeowner's diary.
I cannot wait to hear the entry.
First of
Please
all,
tell me.
so Canadian to still have a diary that you're writing in.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know anyone who has a diary?
It's just
And
sad this guy wasn't born in Florida.
Yeah.
Like he's
As far
meant,
as we know.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone who owns the Venn diagram of people who own diaries and own homes? It's got to be like the smallest sliver ever. Because what you're saying to yourself is, I'm not a 13-year-old girl.
Sure.
A diary is a lot of work.
That's a ton of work.
What is
amazing.
interesting ever? Like
Well,
that
here's- I don't know.
anyone does.
Have you started watching the new HBO documentary about the case against Adnan?
Yes,
Said?
I do.
So
I'm in
so
it.
that was
I'm
the
100%.
that was
You're in it, Randy?
I'm in it.
Oh,
I'm
literally for a
into it. I'm
second.
into it.
Randy was pinging cell phone towers. That was the first. Am I wrong to say that was the first serial?
Yeah, that was Serial.
Yes,
Serial
Serial.
for the season
Yes,
1.
yes.
Did you
Yeah.
listen to Serial, Goldie?
I
or no?
did,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I
Season
mean,
one.
this puts a visual to all of it.
All of
Like,
it. But I was to say, having a diary will either wrongfully convict someone or exonerate someone.
yeah, because
It's all your words.
right, it's your words and how you feel, and you're like, well, but she was a teenage girl
I know.
talking about this
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
and
Yes.
it's just
Yeah.
wherever
That's
So
why
that's
you're
what
at.
I think of now when you said diary. I'm like, oh, just that you're leaving behind some trail of what was
yeah,
going on in
I
your
have
life.
one, and it's just hidden away with all these false leads. You guys are in it. You know, they're gonna find it.
You write things like, keep seeing guy in red jacket.
Yeah.
Now that they're way down on this red jacket guy.
Think my daughter wants to kill me. Not
Going
sure
to
which one.
podcast, felt a lot of tension.
Definitely search these guys' homes.
You just
if
make
anything.
it so much more difficult for the police. Yes, so this
What
person wrote in
what
the
did he
diary.
write in the?
This is what
Oh,
his cock
I
had
can't
written.
wait. I cannot wait.
Again, comma could change all of that. Today was my first full day at the ranch.
What?
I kind of like him. He's got a sense of humor about himself.
I fed the cats and horses. So much I can do here. I have to remind myself just to relax and take my time. I don't feel alone here. I guess with 2 cats and 3 horses, it's kind of hard to be alone. Last night, I had a fire in the house. It was so peaceful. That's in parentheses.
Can I just interrupt for a
peaceful.
second? That
You can
like
interrupt every time.
this guy is welcome to break into my house and just take over.
Dude, we might need some laundry done.
I need a babysitter next Saturday night.
We can get a whole schedule going for this guy. Thursdays you're over there,
And then Saturdays you're at Goldie's.
Oh, there's a diary at every house. Don't worry. You're taken care of.
There's a diary at every house could be the name of his his book.
Last night,
His cock's his book.
I had a fire in the house. It was so peaceful. I slept like a little baby. I saw a picture.
By the way, babies don't sleep. A little baby gets
the
so
worst
little
sleep ever.
You want to sleep like a 4-year-old.
Well,
Every 2 hours you're breastfeeding?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Okay.
I slept like a little baby. I saw a picture in the basement on the wall of a man holding and weighing a fish on a boat.
You saw a picture in the basement of a wall.
I'm sorry. I saw a picture in the basement on the wall of a man.
On the wall of
holding-
a man.
Yes. Holding and weighing fish on a boat.
That feels like filler.
Yeah.
Come on.
Looking at him,
Get to it.
He's got 1,500 words.
I think we look a lot alike. What? But I think I'm more handsome.
No.
End of entry. Yes.
You had to get one dig on the guy.
Yes.
By the way, have you ever been fishing early in the morning and whatnot? You don't wake up looking great when you're fishing.
No.
I mean, so
If you're
cut the
doing
guy
it at the right time.
Cut the guy some slack on a
Well, he
2-pound
thinks he
test
looks
line.
more handsome. We're going to take a quick break. When we do, we'll come back with the homeowners showing up at this house.
Oh, good.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
It's a trying time that challenges all of our basic assumptions. However, one thing that brings us all together is our common humanity. Now, more than ever, teams must come together and work together to solve big challenges. And Trello is here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's collaborative suite, is an app with an easy-to-understand visual format. Plus, tons of features that make working with your team functional and just plain fun. Teams of all shapes and sizes and companies like Google, Fender, and even Costco all use Trello to collaborate and get work done. With Trello, you can work with your team wherever you are, whether it's at home or in an office. No matter what device you're using, computer, tablet, or phone, Trello syncs across all of them, so you can stay up to date on all the things your team cares about. Keep your workflow going from wherever you are with Trello. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com. Trello.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Dumb People Town. Our guest is Julius Sharpe, our buddy Goldie. He's got a new book out called So You're Bald.
So you're going
So
bald.
you're going bald. You're going bald. So it's not even your bald. There are those who are bald, and then those who you are bald yourself.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I was going bald,
Yeah.
and now I am bald. So,
But you have
We were at your house, like, looking at the hairpiece you bought.
because you
put
got a
it on.
hairpiece for to try on for the
part of the book is I get an incredible hairpiece.
It's amazing.
It's
Yes.
ridiculous because of the gray blended in. I mean, it
the
looks
woman's an artist.
The woman is
She was an artist. Yeah,
It's so believable.
yeah.
And it's so
You
fantastic.
put it on. I was like, "Is this the way you've always been?" It was
No,
amazing.
it's clear I wasted 20 years not having it.
I was going to ask you, did you see when doing it, you're like, oh, if you started this right when you were starting to lose it, you would stay on this road and never get off because you're kind of tied to it.
Yeah, I mean, the book goes into whether ethically you need to reveal this
That's what
to
I
the
want to
people
know, because
you're
the
with.
reveal is, to me, the moment in every romantic comedy in the third act, almost towards the end, where the guy loses
the end of the
girl.
second act.
Right. And he loses the girl, and he's got to do something to get her back
Yeah.
because she thought he was
Like
one
in
way.
Behind the Candelabra.
Yeah.
In this movie, he would not get her back.
That was beyond the
He would not get her back because he's bald.
Right. Like, she's going to be like, no. Yeah.
He's gonna like, this is
book-
my new reality.
Oh,
This
I didn't
book
know I
is
was dating
so-
a network TV villain.
Or an English Premier League soccer referee.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching they are hairless. Like, to me,
Yeah.
as if like hair was something that fans could latch on to and get mad at you about, that you're like, I'm completely hairless. I'm like, I'm like a little baby.
What it does is, I mean, the book goes into this as well, is that bald people are effectively invisible. Like, no one cares about us at all. And so I think what the soccer league is probably thinking is like, don't let the refs distract you.
Right.
Don't even see them. It's like a frictionless.
Like, what if the
The
ref
best
had
you
like
can
a
say about
great
the
like
referee. The best you can say about the referee is I didn't even notice him.
Exactly.
I
so
wasn't
like,
even
what
there.
if the referee was like this really great referee but had a Morrissey style haircut?
You'd be like,
that's
I
all
can't, that's
people would
too
be
much.
talking about.
Yeah.
There's
There's
this fucking Morrissey asshole.
There's that cameraman at the Clippers game with the crazy huge hair. You know, like,
I
see,
don't know.
you know who I'm
I
talking
know.
about, and you shouldn't because he's a cameraman.
He should be bald.
Yes.
This book is hilarious. If you have someone in your life that is bald, if you just enjoy straight comedy, as I mentioned before, or gay comedy, whatever you need, this is the book for you.
It is so freaking
Let's do
funny.
as an audience. Let's support this guy. Ghost. It's on
for
Amazon
a number of
right now.
reasons. Number one, you will love the book. It is like it is
And
his-
your bald friends or father lover or father-in-law who you want to get a little dig in at, or anyone in your life.
Actually, I don't
Yes.
even think it's getting a
I
dig
think
in.
it's a
I
positive.
think-
No.
There's so much positivity. In
I mean,
it.
the problem is you may literally make them so powerful they will dominate you forever. Like, that's the risk that you're accepting.
You're turning the male bald world into a world of Jason Statham's, correct?
I mean, that's
That
the goal.
much confidence?
I mean, basically, that as I say in the book, is the highest thing
The highest
a bald
level of
person
bald
can aspire to.
Is to be
is
Jason
to
Statham.
Statham the
That's
shit out of
right.
it.
Or
is-
Bruce Willis. Someone like in that
Yes.
range. But Statham really
A
a little more virile.
non-harmonica playing Bruce Willis. Is
Yeah,
essentially
like
what you're saying.
not the Bruce. I mean, the Bruce Willis we grew up with.
Right, because when Bruce Willis starts playing with the blues band, that's when I'm reminded how bald he is.
Yeah,
what I
a
mean?
harmonica is a bad thing for a bald guy to be holding.
I've got one with me right now.
Don't.
Swear to God.
It's very distracting.
Dan
but-
Van Kirk, another bald, hilarious friend.
Well,
no, I mean,
really, you're
this
shaved,
is
but
why I'm here. Is you
Yes.
guys are such a bald-friendly podcast.
Oh, man.
You know, there's hostility everywhere.
Agreed.
Look, I do think it is. There's a point, and we have so many really close friends in our lives, and you say to yourself, "Okay,
Thank you.
who are bald,
Thank
and you
you.
are one of them, and they are, and you're like, all right, are you going to embrace this? Where are you going with this?
Never.
Never.
I'm never going to
You're never gonna embrace it.
No, I mean, I was saying, like, this morning that, you know, the book is coming out, and theoretically the worst thing that could happen is I regrow my hair miraculously, like, this week. And
that's
then
your biggest nightmare.
That's the
But
biggest
then I
nightmare.
would just jettison the book and go, oh, it's all bullshit. Don't buy it.
That's
like,
right.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
My whole thing is I always say
that'd be the best.
shaving your head or being bald is a skinny man's game. Because if you're, and by skinny I just mean healthy.
Right,
If you are bald and you go big obese, it never works.
Well, you're
in
King
the
Kong,
book-
you're King Kong Bundy.
One thing in the book, it says you cannot gain 1 fucking ounce.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You
'Cause
cannot.
It looks good if you're healthy.
Yes.
You will look fine.
Yeah,
but
you're like,
once you
what is
start
this
going,
guy?
you just start looking like a thumb, like a big. It all start. Yes.
Giant baby.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, but if you're bald and you're thin or you're in good shape, people are like, does he do martial arts?
You almost look streamlined
Yeah.
if you're healthy.
Like Agassi was all about the hair, and then he lost the hair, and he lost Brooke Shields, but still he gained Steffi Graf. So he kind of came out of net gain 0 and good.
But he had to be like incredible at tennis.
Right. He had to have a superpower.
He had to have a
to
superpower.
overcome the bump.
That's right. Like basically, you know, another thing you can shoot for is getting mistaken for Kelly Slater.
Yeah.
That's super high end. Where
That guy.
yeah,
I
because
mean,
people don't really know what he looks like. So I've just gone to
That's
saying
the other
I'm
thing
him.
about
good
having
looking
hair.
dude.
It's the only qualifier people need to say you look like someone else. You know what you look like because we both don't have hair.
Right.
Yes.
That's the only thing you're going
Yes.
off of
Yeah,
here
yeah,
on
yeah.
any level.
Yes.
Hey, you guys both don't have hair. You look like him.
Someone said to me, you know, he looked like Randy Sklar the other day. I was
No.
like, wow. Yeah, that's my brother. All
You
right.
punch him.
I didn't.
So you're going bald
Yes.
by Julius Sharpe.
And let me just say, like, you
It's
know,
out now. It's
a lot
it's out.
a lot of books. I know people come on here. A lot of things. The part of the money goes to charity, but all the money goes to me. So you
Good,
should
great.
feel good
Yes.
about buying.
You know,
And that is,
100%
in a
of the
sense,
money
a
is
charity.
going to one place.
That's right.
That is
A
great.
bald
you don't
man's
have
pocket.
you don't have to worry about the money being dispersed in a
Exactly.
bunch of different areas.
Whether you agree with that charity or not, because you
right.
might go like, I don't think those people deserve help.
like
Right.
if you really opened the books at UNICEF, you would have some issues. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
God, it would be a nightmare
So
in
it's like,
there.
You'd find things you didn't want to find. This is all going to one to
Right,
a bald
and
man.
I'm not wasting it on administrative fees.
Thank you.
Or
There-
your kids, even.
There is zero red tape when
Yeah,
the money comes.
you're not
this way.
going to get another envelope from me in a month reminding you what I'm doing and to donate
no more
more
emails.
No.
You just buy the book and you're done.
You'll never, if you buy this, you'll never hear from me ever again.
So-
Which is perfect.
Which, by the way, that is a huge. I wish we could buy the book and never hear from you ever again.
I would
but-
love that.
Okay, here we
Nothing
are.
would make
I
me
am
happy.
gonna buy.
Stop.
By the way, I am buying this book.
I
We have
appreciate
Jay and I have like four
people that
four
we're
people
buying it
we're
for
buying
right
this
now.
book for. And we will be heroes when we send this book. So do the same. So you're going bald. Let's finish this story up,
Let's
shall
do
we?
it.
Okay.
The Residence.
So just to reset, there's a guy a Canadian burglar
Who loves
which
a good diary
loves
entry.
a good who just broke into a house, did laundry,
shade on a
fed
fisherman.
the cats, fed the horses.
Yes.
Apparently,
Threw some shade on a fisherman in a picture, and did he
Lit a
sleep
fire?
there?
Yes, like a baby.
Like a baby.
Like,
a
do
little
most
bit.
break-ins last 24 to 48 hours? It's like,
This could be a movie.
it's called breakation.
Right, exactly.
Breakation was
Breakation.
Where you just live the same life you did at home. The residents of the ranch in Little Fort on the Yellowhead Highway came home and found him watching TV on the couch with a cup of coffee.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
His cock went in the house.
Stop.
His cock went in the house after seeing the door open, the lawyer said during trial. So they left for quite a while and just left the door open.
They live on a ranch on the Yellowhead Highway in Canada.
You know,
who do you think is going to come into your
my
house?
favorite murder has stay sexy, don't get murdered.
We say-
One of our things is dumb people town. Lock your
the
doors.
Lock your doors.
Yes.
Don't be dumb.
Lock your doors.
Don't be dumb.
There you go.
Although they come home, their pets are fed, their laundry's done. Don't lock your door.
I mean, in that case.
And you know the wife looked at the husband and was like, I told you we could have stayed another day. Everything is taken care of here. I told you, let's stay one
you
more
were worried
day.
about the horses.
I bet it was even more like, see, it is possible to feed the cats and do the laundry, Jim. You know, like that.
I have to do it all
Yes.
while you're out fishing.
Where was I? His cock of Nova Scotia pleaded
Guilty.
on September
Good.
28th
Great.
to possession of stolen property and unlawfully being in a dwelling house, according to reports. He had
Unlawfully feeding a horse.
He had reached the ranch from Nova Scotia after stealing a truck, which he probably got an oil change for. Right. Ontario.
You know this guy. And washed in and out.
Right. After being convicted, he still marveled at his quote-unquote home. Beautiful ranch. Gorgeous. I was driving and I just turned in. Beautiful place, he said, according to reports. Sheldon Tate, his defense lawyer, said his cock was working for a...
Wait, is this Sheldon Tate's cock?
I know.
Okay, just wondering.
Said his cock was working for a swimming pool company, but traveled searching for work after thinking he'd get laid off. Okay. He worked for a pool company, didn't get laid off.
No.
Thought he was
would
going
get
to
laid off. This
Yes.
is getting in front of that
That's
curve.
when you hit the road. I might get laid off.
Time to get out of
Layoffs
here.
are coming.
Yeah, there's a chance that I could get laid
What
off.
are my options if I might get laid off? Steal a car?
Steal
and
a
then go-
truck, go to a ranch, feed some horses.
Listen, I'm
and
not
chill
getting
out.
caught with my pants down on this.
No.
Or my name is in his cock.
His coworkers said he was estranged from his family and lived a nomadic lifestyle whenever he felt like traveling. Just go. You're in
Just
the wind.
hitting the
His cock
road,
in the
doing
wind.
chores.
Okay.
This feels like a Canadian life. Like, that's not something you could do in America.
After being put on 1-year probation and banned from contacting the rancher's owners,
That's going to be hard for him.
1 year probation. That's all you got.
his cock said he was considering heading for greener pastures. We'll get out of here on this. Quote, "The woods is a good place, I suppose. There's a lot of fish out there." What? I don't know.
There's
I don't
a lot.
know.
The most burglars put a button on the whole experience. Like a homey, folksy sort of,
Canada does.
moral.
Yeah, there's
Wait,
a lot
but
of fish
every-
out there.
yeah.
He's just going to go to the woods.
Yeah, but are there a lot of fish in woods? I mean, I guess if there are lakes
You need
in
a
woods,
stream, maybe.
you need something,
Yeah.
some body of water.
Yeah, are there fish in the woods?
I guess he
No,
wants.
yes.
I guess he wants to be a big fish in a small forest.
There he goes.
I think that's what he's looking
always
for.
say.
If he could.
They can't lay you off in the forest.
No, they can't. and we'll get out
That's a
on that.
Friday app, friends.
Oh
you go.
yes! Again, by the way, great follow on Twitter at
Agreed.
Julius
Oh,
Sharpe,
thank you.
and pick up the book. So You're Bald.
So you're going.
So you're
Going.
going bald. Sorry,
you're going
going bald. If
So
you
you're
if you
going
type
bald.
in "So You're" and "bald," you'll
Yeah.
find the book.
That feels like the workbook that accompanies this book with like
This is-
exercises.
Yes,
and-
100%.
You have to write the book "So You're Now Bald." Which
Yeah.
is, so you're going bald, so you're now bald, so you were bald. It's a whole series, but "So You're Going Bald" is the name of the book. Check it out. And
It's got a bald guy
Let me see
clinging to a hair
That's me.
follicle. It's you.
That's me.
That's great.
Yeah.
clinging to just one hair follicle
Oh,
in the
that's
front.
great.
Julius Sharpe, "So You're Going Bald," and oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down. It's Dumb People Town.
Starburns Audio, a podcast network.